Alright, man. Yeah. I got nothing. Oh. Well, I guess I should do the disclaimer first. Do not try this at home. I'm a professional. I've been doing running a channel for fucking about 7, maybe 8 years. On and off. And average about one video a week for like 7 or 8 years. Anyhow, so don't try this at home. And I can't be held responsible for anything that might happen to you. This is for my entertainment purposes only, and because of that, I have to say that any and everything I say could be wrong. So always do your own research, I say. That's my famous coined phrase. Always do your own research. So now I'm going to get my coffee. Alright. So, yeah, I apologize. Hold on, let me get some, So I have absolutely nothing to talk about. And that's what is so awesome about doing this channel. Is that I can have nothing to talk about, and that's okay. Because I don't really, this channel is not dictated by what other people want to see. This channel is not dictated by what's popular to what's popular. Like, so having no subject or topic, I mean, there can't be anything more unpopular than that. Like, why would you even do a video if you're not going to talk about nothing? Exactly my point. Exactly my point. And then also, I won't accept anybody. Not that this channel would ever generate any, but my previous channels, people had tried to send me money, and I refused. So that's the way I ran my channel then. This is the way I run my channel now. Anyhow, so this is my first cigarette of the morning. It is 11 o'clock. I'm a late sleeper, man. Anyhow, there ain't nothing going on, so. But there's all kinds of stuff going on BitChute and Popular and Trending, though. So, you may want to make your way over to the BitChute Popular and Trending section. There's all kinds of stuff popping off over there. Okay, guys? Oh, my God. So, I don't know, reality just gets a little more stranger every day, doesn't it? Seems to, anyway. I had some interesting so breaking news. Breaking news. I finally set up a BitChute account. And I've had it going now for maybe I don't know, 2 days, whatever. And I don't know why I did it. I don't even know why. I can't remember why. Why did I even do that? I can't remember. But I know I won't be putting any content on there. You know, what I'd like to do, here's a couple things that that I would like to do possibly. Okay, one of like what I'd like to do is have my video like no visuals, just a black screen, and then the commentary at double speed, and then I would post my videos on BitChute. Then I would black screen, and then my commentary set at times 2, and boom, I'd totally drop videos, but I just don't have the time, and resources to be like, because then that would mean that I'd have to fucking do the video like I'm doing it now. I think, well, I don't know. Actually, maybe I can do this. No, I'm not sure. Actually, you know what? I don't know. I'll have to think about it because I would actually like to do that with this channel as well, but I'm just, whatever, dude. Like, it's just that much more work. You know what I mean? And it's like, why put effort into it? I put way too much effort into it already, right? The only conclusions that I can come to based off of my commentary is to get the fuck off the internet. Unplug. Like, unfucking plug. And that's the problem. If I get off the internet, I don't even know if it's possible. I mean, I don't know if it's possible to get rid of the cell phone. I don't really have a computer, but I'm not gonna. No, see, this is the thing. How to get rid of this? How do I get rid of this? How do I get rid of this thing? I don't want these in my life. I want to eliminate this completely from my life. I just want a flip phone that doesn't have access to the internet, and all it is talk and text. That's what I. But how do you go about doing that? Has any of you tried? Because I have. Just finding the phone alone is nearly impossible. I did finally find one and buy one. But anyways, no, I gotta unplug from these things. I gotta get rid of these. I don't want this. I never have wanted these. I'm one of the last motherfuckers to finally give in to. Like, everybody has had these, and I always carried my flip phone. Now, while everyone else was already had these and was carrying around for years, I always just kept a flip phone, talk and text flip phone. But eventually, and nowadays, if you don't have one of these with access to Google Maps, and everything, then your job, you'll have a hard time even keeping any job, even just like a shitty dishwasher job or something. You got to have the Google Maps and everything. You got instant access to fucking Google Maps and directions, all this shit. Well, and in the line of work that I'm in, you definitely need that. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then it costs money. All this costs money. So if I want to get rid of my fucking Black Mirror, the best for me, in my circumstances, in my job, is I would have to like buy an expensive Garmin that's basically got all the map shit in it. And I mean an expensive one, the ones that truckers use, you know. And I'm not a fucking trucker. And I can't just buy expensive shit whenever I want, like all you fucking cunts. So, but that would be what I'd have to do. Probably. I mean, that's the only thing that I could think of. I gotta get a fucking, like, one of those top of the line Garmins. And then I don't need the cell phone no more. I don't need these fucking dude, I've always hated these fucking things. All of you people are the ones that fucking using them all the time for years and years, and everybody's always trying to tell me, why do you have a flip phone? Why don't you just like be like all of us and get your these thing? First of all, they break like in a couple days. It's already broken, but that's not by design, guys, right? The fucking screen's already broken within like the first week, but that's not by design or anything. My flip phone was built like a fucking tank. You could run it over with a car and it would probably just be just fine. Actually, I still have that phone too. I still have that flip phone. I want to just flip phone with just talk and text. That's it. And then get me I'll have to get a really good Garmin, expensive Garmin that truckers use. And then that's it. Then this is gone. Then I'm unplugged. No more fucking YouTube channel. No more BitChute channel. No more fucking Angry Hobo. You all can go and just fucking party on the internet without me, right? I'm just not really into it, but you know, whatever. Right? So we'll just talk about some interactions I had. So there's a channel, V runs a channel, and so on BitChute you have basically two choices of content, either political content or apolitical content. That's it. So you have either people that are talking about politics, or you have people that are saying politics is all fake. And those are your two options. So if you're a joiner, you can either join the non-political group or you could join the political group on BitChute. That's all there is. And the non-political group claims that they're not a group of joiners. And they point the finger and say that it's those political people, those are the ones that are the joiners, the group of joiners. We in the non-political group, we're not actually a group of joiners. We're not even a group. I mean, it's the dumbest shit, dude. Like only a complete imbecile would not be able to see this for what it is. People breaking off into warring factions, each group saying to the other, our apolitical, non-political group is right, and you're wrong. And the political group, our political group is right, and you're wrong. You know, I'm not a joiner, dude. And that's what this is about. Have this mandate that everybody, this silent mandate that everybody must have one of these is about joining up groups. That's because they want you joining. You have to join up with one of these warring factions. That's what this is all about. Join up with the warring faction. Perpetuate division, you know. Perpetuate the division. Keep the ruling class in power. So, whatever. Anyways, this is my morning podcast that I do every morning for entertainment purposes only. And any and everything I say could be wrong. That's why I always say, do your own research. Come to your own conclusions, right? So anyhow, I don't know. Oh yeah. So I was on V's channel because he had a video with the interesting title. It said, what did it say? Oh, it said, where is all the anti-Trump propaganda? Where is it? And I thought, well, that's kind of a interesting question because, like, I think there's a lot of people that don't. Well, that's what the sleight of hand trick is that there is no anti-Trump propaganda anywhere. It's just a bunch of people that are saying it's two wings of the same bird. Well, that's anti-Trump propaganda, you dumb fuckers. Like, that's what's so funny. People claim they're not engaging in politics by saying it's two wings of the same bird. Two wings of this. Look, to say that Democrats and Republicans are two wings of the same bird is anti-Trump propaganda. That's exactly what it is. So if you're one of these people that's saying this, that, well, the Democrats and the Republicans, that's just two wings of the same bird. If you're one of these people that's saying this, that's Orange Man bad. That's Orange Man bad. That's all it is. That's all it says is Orange Man bad. And I'm not into the Orange Man bad shit. I'm not into it. Does that mean I worship at the altar of Trump? No. And see, these are all mind games. This is a psychological warfare. See, they try to accuse you if you're like, well, I'm not really into the Orange Man bad shit. And then, oh, so Trump's going to save us, huh? Oh, you just worship Trump. You're a Trump worshiper. Like, what? See, this is all psychological warfare. They're constantly, constant psychological warfare going on with these things. Always. This is a tool of psychological fucking warfare, bro. That's what this is. So I thought that was interesting that people were like, so the subject that V was posing is like, where's all the anti-Trump propaganda? Where is it? What happened to it? I mean, in like all this time up until like 2023, it's been like hardcore anti-Trump propaganda. And then mysteriously, almost overnight, it went from that to that the whole system is bad. It isn't just that Trump's bad, it's everything about it. It's all bad. Well, and all that statement is saying is Orange Man bad because Trump is the president, so-called, whatever. I mean, whatever. So it's all this is constant philosophical debate constantly going on. And you got the masters of reality everywhere claiming that they are the masters of reality. They have mastered reality. They are the experts on reality, and they are going to teach you what reality is because they are the experts. You don't know anything about reality, and so the experts on reality have to constantly be preaching to you what reality is. Have to constantly be explaining it to you because you're just a lost soul. You're just a useless eater, right? You're just a useless eater. How could a useless eater have any understanding of reality? No, it's the experts on reality that know what is going on in reality. You're not an expert, but the popular and trending are, right? They're the experts. The popular and trending on channels on BitChute, and Odyssey, and Rumble, and YouTube, those are the experts on reality, dude. The masters of reality. And because you're just a useless eater, you must be explained. You must be explained constantly by all the talking heads in popular and trending what actually reality is. What reality is and what's really going on. So to any of you that are maybe kind of like me, that are just like totally sick of being like preached to about reality by so-called experts on reality, the best thing right now is the line from the Matrix. Well, what is real? Reality? Reality? What is real? If you're talking about what you can see, smell, taste, touch, and hear, then real is merely electrical signals interpreted by your brain. So I hope that you are an expert on your brain, because if you're not, then you're just another one of the stupid people that are causing all the problems in the world. So, but I don't know what you're talking about when you're like projecting yourself as an expert on reality. There is no spoon, bro. There is no spoon. So what do you mean? What are you even talking? There is no Styx Hexenhammer engraved spoon, man. What do you even talk? Do you even know what you're talking about? I thought you're the expert on reality. Doesn't even seem like you know what you're talking about. Everybody knows that reality is merely electrical signals interpreted by your brain. So you keep going on and on preaching as though you are the expert on reality. And all anyone in the know is saying is that, well, we hope you're an expert on your brain, because, you know, otherwise you're dumb. And we're seeing more and more stupidity everywhere, aren't we? The experts on reality are going to lecture you because you're not an expert. They are. You're not the expert. They are. All right? They're very directive. They must be very directive with you because they are the experts on reality and you are not. Therefore, there must be this very directive messaging, like a kind of like a carrot on a stick, to lead you and direct you to the understanding of reality, because they are the experts on reality, not you. Who are they? Popular and trending. What's the popular and trending channels? Yeah, you didn't know this? Dude, you need to wake up and take the red pill. Oh my God, bro. We got psychological warfare, man. Full on. Non-stop psychological warfare. So all these people that claim, all politics is just two wings of the same bird. Those are all the experts on reality. And if you question that, then you're just a dummy. How? You don't already know this? You must not be a expert on reality if you don't already know what's going on. What do you mean, what's going on? Like, Democrat, Republican, politics? Well, if you're talking about like what you can see, smell, taste, touch, and hear, then politics is merely electrical signals interpreted by your brain. You've been living in a dream world, man. Welcome to the desert of the real. Politics? Israel? Israel? Israel. What Israel? What is real? If you're talking about what you can see, smell, taste, touch, and hear, then Israel is merely electrical signals interpreted by your brain. You've been living in a dream world. I was kind of going over some of my content, and it's like pointing out the idea. You got all these experts, right? You have like all these experts on Israel, for example. They're all over the place on BitChute. Like one out of every 2 or 3 BitChooters is a self-proclaimed expert on the whole entire subject of Israel. And you know what's funny? They've never even been to Israel, but yet they are an expert. See, if you don't see how that makes no sense. See, if you're the kind of person who will believe that someone who has never been to Israel is the expert on everything Israel, and you're the type of person who would believe that, well, that means you're stupid, not me. See, when I see people proclaiming that they are the expert in everything Israel, when I see that on BitChute, because it's all over the place on BitChute. Like 1 out of every 2 or 3 BitChooters is a self-proclaimed expert on everything Israel. And see, I already know, like 99 or more % of all these self-proclaimed experts on everything Israel have never even been to Israel. And so, therefore, I know that they aren't experts on Israel. They're not experts on everything Israel. If you've never even been to Israel, you're not an expert on everything Israel. You're not an expert at all in anything, because someone who is not an expert on something proclaiming loudly that they are, I guarantee you, is not an expert in anything at all. In anything. And just like Black Pilled Ham says in that little clip, these guys are running around like a pack of wild fucking retards all over the place on BitChute. They comprise like at least 90% of the entirety of BitChute are a bunch of fucking, a massive pack of wild fucking retards. Running around, fucking wild fucking retards, just running around proclaiming themselves experts on any and everything. You name it, they're the expert on all of it. And it's like, dude, okay, so you're the expert on everything Israel, but you've never been? Like, who would believe that? But an imbecile. Well, you got a pack of wild imbeciles running around like wild retards all over the place on BitChute that know everything. They know it all. They're experts on everything Israel, even though they've never been to Israel. You know, that would be like me saying that I'm an expert flight pilot. I'm an expert aviator because I read a bunch of books on aviation. Never even stepped foot in the cockpit of a fucking plane. But because I've read all these books on aviation, I am an expert aviator. Because, dude, I mean, I can show you, I read this book on aviation, I read this book on aviation, that book on aviation, I've got this book. I've read every book on aviation that there is. Therefore, I'm an expert aviator. Even though I've never not even set foot in the the cockpit of a fucking of a plane or anything. I've never flown a plane, but I'm an expert on aviation. I mean, again, elementary, my dear Watson. Elementary, my dear Watson. This is elementary. If you've read all these books on aviation, that does not make you an expert on aviation, dude. Hello? Like, are we back in the first grade again? That's what all this is. We're just going back to kindergarten. Kingdom Kindergarten. No, I'm not kidding you. Go into BitChute. See, if you don't know what I'm saying, then you are completely unfamiliar with BitChute. You have no idea. You don't even know what BitChute is. If you don't understand what I'm saying, when I'm telling you, there are masses and masses and hordes and seas of BitChuters that are self-proclaimed experts on everything Israel. But guess what? None of them have ever even been to Israel. So how can you be an expert on Israel having never even set foot in Israel? You never even been there. The amount of people that claim they know shit when it's totally obvious they don't know anything is astounding. And it's like obvious they're not an expert on everything Israel. You can tell. You don't even, all you have to do is read their comment. You're like, you know that person has never even been to Israel, but they are an expert on everything Israel. Again, that would be like me saying that because I read books on aviation, I'm an expert aviator. Even though I've never even set foot in the cockpit of a fucking airplane, ever. Let alone like touched any of the controls or anything. I've never flown a plane, but I'm an expert on aviation. And the other thing that's super insane is like all these seas of so-called people on BitChute, they can't figure it out. They can't figure out that it's impossible to be an expert on everything Israel if that person has never even been to Israel. Like all these people that they can't even figure this out. Like again, elementary, my dear Watson, elementary. This is like kindergarten shit we're talking here, dude. I'm an expert on everything Israel, but I've never even been to Israel. And how dare you don't believe me, you stupid ignoramus. The experts on reality, masters of reality. What reality? Real? If you're talking about what you can see, smell, taste, touch, and hear, then real is merely electrical signals interpreted by your brain. So essentially all you're saying is that you're an expert on your brain. Well, again, like we all hope that you are, because we're all sick of all these stupid people that don't know how to use their brain. Everybody's like sick of all these people that don't know how to use their brain. Like it's really like, man, it's unbelievable. You know, and these experts, they're everywhere, dude. You know, like again, I'm kind of bringing this up a little bit. It's just a case in point. I pointed one of them out. And it was just me, my little channel with 8 subscribers. I get like 4 views. And so I just did a video talking about how a case study, just as an example. Here's this one channel, another one in Popular and Trending, where this guy's claiming he's an expert on everything Israel, and he's never even been to Israel. And so I'm like, it's bullshit. It's just more bullshit. There's nothing special about this guy. There's nothing popular about this guy's channel. There's nothing trending about it. The whole idea of his channel and anyone and everyone else's being a popular channel and a trending channel is total illusion. It's a sleight of hand fakery, you know? It's as fake as a fucking $3 bill, you know? And then it gets leaked. The video gets leaked to him. And I only have 8 subscribers. And I only get like 4 or 5 views. And then he takes my video and puts it in Popular and Trending and tells everyone in Popular and Trending on BitChute that I'm attacking him. I'm this big bad wolf. I'm a big bad wolf attacking him with my 8 subscribers. Like, I don't even get any views. I don't have any subscribers or views. What? But it's a big attack. So I can't even say that a channel is these popular channels are just they're stupid. Again, his channel, the whole premise of and he's not an isolated incident. So don't fuck me up here. Don't get me fucking twisted. I was using it as an example. They're all like that. They're all like that. They claim they're experts on everything Israel, and they've never even set foot in Israel. You know? So if I read books on aviation, say I read a lot of books on aviation, does that make me an expert aviator? Does that mean I can just get in a plane and fly all over the place now because I read a bunch of books on aviation? Well, how do I know that those books are even good? I could have been reading all the wrong books, right? With all the misinformation and disinformation in the world today, as the conspiracy theorists would say, I just been reading all the wrong books and telling everybody I'm an expert aviator. Fucking and so you all believe me, and then I'm like, all right, guys, come on, let's all go. I got access to a plane now. Get on board. And all you dumb fucks that believe me, yeah, this Angry Hobo, he's an expert aviator. He told everyone. His whole channel is about that. And so it's like, come on, let's go flying. We're going to go flying. Flying. And then, like, hopefully I can't even figure out how to get the plane off the ground, because if I do, all you dumb motherfuckers are fucking dead, bro. All you dumb motherfuckers that got on the plane, you're all fucking dead, dude. That's what these people do. They're leading all of their consumers like sheep to the slaughter with their fake fucking badges that they're like this special agent. There's some kind of special agent that is an expert on everything Israel. You know, it's just the most preposterous thing. You know, elementary, my dear Watson, elementary, like, who would believe this shit? So anyways, yeah, go to BitChute. You're unfamiliar with what I'm saying. You don't know that this is all happening on BitChute. Well, go check it out. Do your own research. Come to your own conclusions.